Hi everyone, this is Ravi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. As you all know, I've already published 4 YouTube videos covering the test automation concepts by using the latest AI based automation tool called Playwright MCP, where we have used the entirely natural language prompting to automate the simple, medium, and complex test cases by using Playwright MCP. So here are the lessons that I have covered till date. In lesson 1, I have showed you the role of LLM agent and MCP in test automation. In lesson 2, I have showed you how can you install and set up GitHub Copilot, Playwright and Playwright MCP. In lesson 3, I have showed you how can you perform the test automation with the help of Playwright MCP using the natural language prompting. In lesson 4, I have showed you an advanced concepts of test automation along with the another topic called how can you create the entire test automation framework by using a simple natural language prompting. I would recommend you guys to visit all these lessons before watch this session. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon, you'll receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you. This is our lesson 5 where I'm going to teach you how can you create the data driven framework by using Playwright MCP with the help of natural language prompting. And also I'm going to show you how can you perform data driven testing with simple natural language prompting in Playwright MCP. And in this lesson, I'm also going to show you how can you perform self-healing whenever there is a change in the locator property or whenever the automation test scripts fails because of the change in the element property. So by using natural prompting itself, I'm going to implement the AI self-healing framework with the help of Playwright MCP and the GitHub Copilot. So now, without delay, let us jump onto the system and see how we can achieve the data-driven framework, data-driven testing, and self-healing by using Playwright MCP with the help of natural language prompting, which means we are not going to write a single line of code to achieve all these outcomes. So here is our recap for our previous lesson, which is lesson 4. Lesson 4 is from prompts to full framework. So in this lesson, I have showed you how can you create and use the prompt files in VS Code MCP to automate the multiple OrangeHRM test cases with zero code. And also I have showed you how can you build the reusable framework components by using the natural language. And we have scaled up the test automation with Playwright MCP. So today's lesson focus is AI driven self-healing tests with Playwright MCP and how can you handle the flaky locators and UI changes automatically by using simple natural language prompting. And also I'm going to show you how can you perform the data driven testing using natural language prompts and how can you drive the tests with CSV, Excel or test data without writing a code. So why this lesson matters? So to reduce the flaky test failures with AI powered healing, and this also covers more scenarios with minimal efforts, and I'm also going to show you how can you build the enterprise scalable reusable frameworks with natural prompting. Now let us start with the topic called data driven testing by using Playwright MCP. So this is our Visual Studio. In my previous lesson, as I told you, I have showed you how can you use the prompt files, and then by using these prompt files we have automated test cases without using a single line of code. So in today's lesson, let us see how can I perform the data driven testing. For that, under prompts folder, I would like to create a new file. I'm going to name this as login data driven underscore testing dot txt. So this is my first prompt file that I have created to show you how can you perform the data driven testing by using natural language prompting. So I have already prepared a prompt to perform the data driven testing by using the internal data source. I'm not going to use the external files like CSV or Excel files for the first time. I'm going to show you how can you use the external resources to perform the data driven testing after this example. So let me copy my existing prompt. So I'm going to paste the prompt here. Let us see the prompt. Generate a Playwright test in test script that opens the OrangeHRM URL, runs login tests using following dataset. My first dataset is this one, which is a valid dataset. Username is admin, password admin123. What is the expected? Expected is dashboard visible, which means I have three different data variables. One is username, password, and expected. If I enter the username password correctly, then my expected behavior is dashboard should be visible. And then second and third data sets, fake user, fake password, which means these are not valid tests. These are not valid credentials. What is my expected? My expected is I should see an error called invalid credentials. In the same way, my third data set also, which are the invalid credentials. So expected behavior is same. And then what I am saying here, for each test, navigate to login page, enter credentials, verify expected results for each test. That means for each data set, I want you to perform these actions. And then close browser for all tests. At the end, you need to close the browser. So this is my prompt. Now let us run the test by using this prompt, and then let us generate the Playwright test script. So here on the right side in GitHub Copilot chart, I'm going to provide the prompt here. As we already opened the prompt file, you can see here my current file is already showing here, login data driven testing.txt. So now before running the test, let me make a small change in the prompt. Here for each test, I'm saying navigate to login page, enter credentials, verify expected result. I would like to add a fourth step here. I'm going to say click on user icon and then click on logout. So basically we are logging out for every data set. So save this and then rename the file here. I'm going to rename this file. I'm going to rename this as login underscore data driven. That's it. I would like to remove underscore testing. I removed it. Now let's save all the changes. Now in the right side you can see the GitHub Copilot. Now I'm going to say run the steps defined in prompt file and then generate the Playwright script and then hit enter. So now it should start performing the data driven testing that we defined under login underscore data driven testing. So now you can see here it is asking me run navigate to URL. So it says I understand you want me to run test first based on the prompt file requirements. Yes, hit continue. This will open the URL and now it should perform the first data set. It should run the login function by using the first data set. So you see here It says test case 1, valid admin credentials. Going to enter the valid admin credentials, and then it's going to validate the dashboard appearance as soon as the user logs in. See here, perfect. Test case 1 is passed. Now it is performing the logout function. Done. Now it should take the second data set. See here it says perfect, successfully logged out. Now it's going to run the invalid credentials, test case 2. So it entered fake user, fake password. So here now you got invalid credentials message. Excellent. Test case 2 passed. I can see the error message. Now it should perform the another set of invalid credentials. It's done. Again it entered the third data set and it can see the error message. Now let me close the browser to complete the test execution. So here now it is giving you the entire test execution summary. Test case 1, test case 2, test case 3. So now it should generate the test script. So here you can see it generated the test script. It says login data driven generated spec.ts. So let's open this one. So this is what it generated. I don't see any errors. That's why I would like to hit keep all the files. Hit keep. Now I would like to test whatever the script that it is generated, right? Whether the script will work or not. For that I'm going to say run the current Playwright script by using simple npx command and then hit enter. So now it's going to run the test script that it is generated by using this simple natural language prompt file. So hit continue. We will see if the test will pass or fail. Running 4 tests using 3 workers. It seems something is wrong here because we have only 3, because we should have only 3 sets or 3 data sets. Let's see what is happening. It is entering the invalid credentials and then it is also entering some valid credentials. Let's see. I can see the tests are completed, but somehow I see something is wrong here. So here I would like to correct the script. Somehow it is running 4 different tests. Actually it should run only 3 tests because we have only 3 data sets, right? So I can see that the current script is running 4 tests instead of 3 tests. I have provided only 3 data sets. Please correct the script accordingly. You are absolutely right. The script is running 4 tests instead of 3 because I added extra test for verify login page elements are present. Okay, which was not part of original 3 data sets. Perfect. So it says it updated the script. Let's click on keep. Now I'm going to run the test again. I'm going to say run the current script using npx command with 1 worker. I would like to use only 1 worker. So now let's see here. Let me clear the terminal. Hit continue. It should initiate only 3 tests. See now running 3 tests using 1 worker. So here first valid test, dashboard is displayed, log out, and now your invalid test. See here it is running the invalid test. Perfect, done. And then it is another invalid test. Perfect. So that means 3 tests are passed. So you can see here now 3 passed. If I open the report here, you should see 3 different data sets. Here you can see this is my login test 1 valid admin credentials, login test 2 invalid credentials, login test 3 invalid ESS credentials. That means the script whatever it is, that means the script whatever it generated, it is working as expected. So now if you see our first test is a data driven testing, but the data sets that we are providing in prompt file only. What if you have a external source files like CSV files? If the test data is in CSV files, and then how can you automate? So let me create a prompt file where I'm going to perform the data driven testing from the external CSV file. So now I'm going to copy an existing prompt and paste into a new prompt file. So let me create a new prompt file first. Under prompts, let me create a new prompt file called login underscore data driven underscore, I'm going to say external dot txt. Okay. So here I'm going to paste the prompt which I have already prepared. So this is the prompt. What is the prompt? Here, generate a Playwright test in test TypeScript using Playwright. I'm saying scenario is what? Login validation on this website. What is the requirement? Read test data from external CSV file called logindata.csv located in test-data folder. Currently I don't see the test-data. I can see test data, but there is no test-data. Okay, that's okay. And also I don't see login data.csv here. That doesn't matter. So our Playwright MCP itself gonna help us to create the CSV file under the folder called test-data. So we need not to worry about creating the CSV file. And the file has following columns. I'm defining the column names here. Username, password, expected. What is the data set here? Admin123 dashboard. And this is my second credentials. And this is my third credentials and expected results. So these are the 3 different data sets. And here I'm saying for each row in data set, navigate to Orange login page, enter the username password from the data sheet and click on login button. Verify expected result. If expected is dashboard, then check for the dashboard page is visible. If expected is invalid credentials, check the error message invalid credentials is displayed. And then I'm saying implement iteration so that all rows in data set are tested automatically within one test suite. And also I'm saying log pass fail results for each data set entry in the test output. Close the browser after all tests complete. So this is my prompt here. Okay, now let us run the test and generate the test script and see the magic. Here I'm going to say run the steps defined in current prompt file and then generate the Playwright script. I'm going to emphasize, don't generate script before executing the steps defined in prompt file. Sometimes what happens, So GitHub Copilot generate the script before running itself. So I'm just emphasizing it. First run the test and then generate the script. Hit enter. So now it should generate the CSV file first. So you can see here now it started generating the CSV file. Let me create test-data folder because we defined that in the prompt. See here now it created a folder. Under folder it also created a login data.csv. If you go to your local folder, structure, let me right click and reveal file explorer. See here now under this particular test-data I can see a CSV file is already generated. See here login data CSV file is already generated. Perfect. So that means the Playwright MCP is helping us creating everything. So it created. Now I want to keep this file. Okay, it created login data CSV and now it started executing the steps. Now it's saying run navigate to URL. Yes, hit continue. So now it started running the script by using the data set that is created in CSV file. So now it should first run your first data set. See here it says row 1 from the CSV file. Test cases from CSV data. Let me start with row 1. It is entering the valid credentials. Perfect. It entered the valid credentials. Now it is validating the dashboard. Your first test result is passed. Now it is running the second script. Hit continue. So here it is now entering the invalid test credential. Now it should validate the invalid credentials message on screen. See here it is validating the invalid credentials now. Done. And it should pick up your third row. So it says now it says let me test row 3. So it is entering the credentials from row 3. Perfect. See here now it's going to validate invalid credentials. Test result row 3 pass. So let me close browser as specified in the prompt requirements. So this is your test execution summary and then it's going to generate the test script. See here now it generated a new test script called login data driven external spec.ts. So let's go here now. I would like to keep this once I test the script. So let me run the script once and see if it works correctly. I'm going to say run the script using simple npx command with one worker only. I would like to use only one worker, means only one browser. Let's clear the terminal. Perfect. So it's gonna run the test. Let's hit continue. Now you should see only one worker. See here running 3 tests using one worker. It's gonna open only one browser. First it should perform the valid login. See here it performed valid login and validate the dashboard, logged out, and now it should perform invalid login. It entered fake user fake password, and then it validated invalid credentials message. Again, it should enter another invalid credentials. Perfect. And then it should validate invalid credentials. You can see here now, all the tests are passed. See here now, 3 passed. If I go to the reports, now I should see all the tests are passed. This is my login test for admin, login test for fake user, login test for ESS user. Perfect. So let's close all the browsers. So let us go to our script. See here now, your script here. The script, whatever it generated, right? It is actually creating a CSV file also. Interface for CSV data structure, and then function to read and parse CSV file. And here, read the test data from external CSV file. And then it is performing all the test steps using the data defined in CSV file. See how easily it created the entire test script by using the natural language prompting. That is the power of Playwright MCP. Now, our next agenda is creating the tests to handle the test failures whenever there is a change in the element properties. That means creating a framework with self-healing, creating a test script with self-healing if there is any change in the element properties. How can I do that? So for that, let me create a new prompt file. Under prompt folder, say self-healing underscore test.txt. So now I'm going to copy and paste the existing prompt that I prepared. Paste here. So you can see script here now. Generate a playwright test in TypeScript that opens the OrangeHRM, ask my permission to execute next steps, logs in with admin/admin123. If username field locator is missing, try alternatives. What are the alternatives? I'm providing input with placeholder, username, label text username, first text field before password. So basically I'm specifying the location of username also. In case any locators gets changed, then consider the nearby field, and do the same for password and login button, and verifies the dashboard loads. Click on user icon and select logout. Ensure the script adopt if locators change. I'm defining the self-healing characteristics here. In the prompt file, I am defining the self-healing characteristics. So now let us see how Playwright MCP can generate the script with self-healing capabilities. So now what I am going to say, run the test steps defined in current prompt file, and then generate the Playwright script. Don't generate Playwright script first. I'm just emphasizing it. Hit enter. So here I have mentioned ask my permission to execute next steps after opening the browser or after opening the URL. Let's hit continue. Why? Because I would like to change the locator here. I'm going to say right click on username, hit inspect. So here what I would like to do, before I run the script, I would like to change the property of username here. So what I will do here, I'm going to change the property of username. Inspect, and let's expand this. Let's bring it here. Here I would like to change the username. Instead of, I would like to change the name here. Name, what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the name of username here. I'm changing the property to username 123, the name property. Okay, and now let's close this. So let me instruct continue running, right? I'm going to say continue running. Let's keep this here and then hit enter. I'm continuing running. So now you can see here now how it's going to handle your login. Logging in by using admin using self-healing approach. Let me try locate fill the username field. It filled the username field, and then let me fill password field. So it actually filling the username. Oh, it is entering the invalid credentials. Why? It is retrying admin, and then it is entering the correct password admin123 and hit login. Perfect. So it retried by using the valid credentials, and then it should log out. Step 3 complete, successfully logged in. Now it is logging out. See here, clicked on user icon, and then it's going to click on log out. Perfect. It's done. Now it should close the browser and generate the Playwright script. So it's giving you the summary. Asked for permission to proceed. Step 3, login by using valid credentials. Using self-healing locator strategy. Verified dashboard load successfully. Click on user icon and then log out. So now it is generating the script. Let's close the browser here now. Perfect. You can see here it generated a self-healing login. See, it says self-healing login.spec.ts. I would like to review the script before I really keep the file. It says open this, ask for permission, login. So basically it is giving you the entire summary. Let's keep the file. I would like to keep the file. Okay. So here now, let us see here now. See here, self-healing locators. Basically it is taking all the locators, alternative locators for the self-healing. Here. Now let me run the script and see what happens. Okay. Run the current script. Now resume the test. It entered the admin and then it entered username password. You can see here now it is successful. Now it should log out. Perfect. It validated dashboard and now it got logged out. That means your self-healing is successful. Here it implemented the self-healing successfully. Perfect. So this is how you can automate your test cases by using natural language. You can perform data-driven testing. You can perform self-healing as well by using natural language. So if you have any queries, leave your queries in the comment box. I'll try to respond to your queries. Thank you. Hope you all understand the concepts of today's lesson, where I've showed you how can you perform the data-driven testing by using Playwright MCP with natural language prompting, and also I've showed you how can you create the self-healing capabilities by using the natural language prompting. So this is very important session. Please do subscribe to the channel, click on bell icon, you'll receive notifications whenever I publish more videos. Don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you.